Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Portland. Avdia is the 3 with Grant at the 4. MP is out there with Sharp. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Jones in at the point. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, it took a major effort for them to advance out of the conference semis. How much of an effect does that have on a team?
Well, you want to conserve energy as much as possible in the early rounds. They really weren't able to do that. Here's where the home fans need to rise up and give their guys the jolt of adrenaline they need.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And it's good for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Here's MP. Reid with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Back to Anderson. He was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, one of the things about Kyle Anderson that's so valuable is his versatility. I mean, he's somebody this team can rely on to chip in and make a difference out there in a lot of different categories.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on. Coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him. Stick with it. Try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Jones. After the basket by Portland. Reid finds Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside, Williams. To the paint. Here's MP. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Tries to spin move. Some solid defense from Williams.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And here's MP from outside. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, Anderson. On the take. And finished off by Anderson.
Fantastic at recognizing when to attack the hoop. Kyle Anderson, a very high IQ player.
MP, a screen on McDaniels. Here's Grant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anderson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Great basketball play runs in the family for Jeremy Grant. But he really has become his own man out on the floor and shown us his own unique talents.
Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Jones. Pass to Reid. And here's Edwards. Takes a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Now here's Avdia. MP, a screen on Anderson. And Avdia, good for 3. Avdia's got 5 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Jones. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Love the pass to Reid that time. These guys love playing Reid.
Trailblazers lead by 4. MP scanning the floor. Screen by MP. Pulls it from 20. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 9. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Jones. Inside Edwards. From behind the arc. No good that time. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Sharp. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Anderson against MP. Pass to Reed. Over Sharp. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Jones against MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. McDaniels is checked in for Reed. Ingles comes in for Anderson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Jones. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Aiden, he's checked in for Williams. Reith comes in for Grant. Kamara, he's checked in for Avdia. And Simon is subbed in for Sharp. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. That's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
That free throw no good from DiVincenzo. Checked in for McDaniels. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Back to Ben. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
On the court right now for Portland. Avdia is the 3 with Grant at the 4. Delano Banton out there with MP. And it's Williams in at the 5. Minnesota again missing.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had 39 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. DiVincenzo against MP. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's MP. Down low, MP drops it in.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
A minute 35 left to play in the first half. Now Alexander Walker. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Pass to Minot. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Minot's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Portland leading by 8. And here's Grant from the arc. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Ingles against Avdia. Here's Minot. There's the triple. Avdia pulls it in. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. That's good from Grant on the assist by MP. Grant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Benton. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Avdia pulls it in. Williams a screen on DiVincenzo. Avdia from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Avdia's got 10.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Portland Trailblazers.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shaq?
I would agree, my brother.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Down by 15. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Edwards. The triple hit for Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
MP inside. Defended by Jones. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Chalk up 2 there.
Nice assist by Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo, they call it. That's one of his specialties, dropping dime.
Williams on the wing. Back to MP. Jones grabs the board. MP shot is good. He's got 17.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
MP, that one's good.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Outside Jones. Up top Anderson. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by MP. Outside Sharp. And here's MP from outside. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Anderson to halt the run. Can't hit that one. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Portland leading by 19. Off the outside. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up top. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And some changes here for the... Anthony Edwards has checked in for the Timberwolves. Jones comes in for DiVincenzo. Minnesota shooting 44% here in the 4th quarter. On the court right now for Portland. Delano Banton out there with MP. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Walker. And it's Reith in at the power forward position. Edwards can't hit. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
And they got to be happy with how they are starting off these conference finals. A tone-setting win for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so they start the conference finals off on the right foot with an important win.
They wanted to set the tone for the rest of the series here tonight, and mission accomplished. They get to move forward with all the momentum on their side.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
MP outside. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Anderson finds Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jones. That three's off the mark. Banton passes to MP. Nails it from 3. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Trailblazers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Timberwolves. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's the Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the side. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's MP. Then it's Williams. And it's Benton in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Jones in at the 1. You look at the Timberwolves. After losing Game 1 here on their home court, Greg, I sense an air of desperation.
No doubt. You have to treat this like a Game 7. You can't afford to head out on the road down 2-0. Early as it may be, they already found themselves in a must-win situation. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Inside, Edwards. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Grant on the wing. Over Anderson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Reid. Down low. Here's McDaniels. Missed inside.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Outside, Avdia. To the paint. Here's Williams. Shoots over Reid. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Edwards, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Manton, the pass to MP. Williams kicks to Grant. Portland moving the ball around. The 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
Jones, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Jones. Over MP. Good defense by MP.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Williams against Reid. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And Williams with the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
MP against Jones. Looking to end the run. A shot, no good. Good defense by MP. Manton, the pass to MP. And that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got his second basket of the night. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Rudy Gobert is checked in for McDaniel. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Andre Ayton's checked in for Williams. Sharp comes in for Avdia. And it's Simons in for Delano Banton. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Simons. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He added 29 points, and he was efficient out there. And this just speaks to the star that he is. He's able to put the team on his back and deliver. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jones. And a switch here also for Portland. Reith is checked in. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's MP. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniel. Gobert against Ayton. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And Sharp has it in the corner. Three-pointer, Simon. Offensive rebound, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Good cleanup there by Ayton, using his reach to get the rebound and finish the job.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Now DiVincenzo. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
We got Joe Ingles. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Grant up top. McDaniels defending. MP finishes inside.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Ingles. A three for DiVincenzo. Portland grabs the miss. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
The three from MP. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Ingles. And that time, also a missed shot.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Back to DiVincenzo. Back to Ingles, to the wing right side. McDaniels finds Gobert from the arc. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
MP looking around. Shoots from 12. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on MP.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. MP passes to Avdia. Williams has a screen for Henderson. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty work.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Anderson passes to Reed. Anderson against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Jones against MP. Three-pointer. They get it again. Edwards finds Jones. Anderson inside. Defended by Avdia. Anderson passes to Reed from downtown. Henderson pulls it in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Walker with the rebound. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Now here's Walker. MP with a screen on Anderson. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
They could use a bucket. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving them very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Portland Trail Blazers.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Trailblazers leading by 19 points. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's Williams. Then it's MP. And it's Benton in at the two-guard spot.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Knocks it loose. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Count that bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Reed with a screen for Jones. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 5 now.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Grant finds MP. Outside, Avdia. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Outside, Edwards. Back to Jones. Pass to Anderson. Outside, Edwards. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Minnesota, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw, good, Anderson.
Known for his versatility and slow motion style of play, Anderson remains a vital role player.
Lineup here for the Timberwolves. So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 19.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Trailblazers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And they're going to build on their win in Game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Dozier in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
It's the Western Conference Finals, Game 3. The Portland Trailblazers come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Timberwolves. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
And already a 2-0 lead established in this series. It's the Western Conference Finals on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson. You look at the Trailblazers, and they have themselves in great position after winning the first 2 on the road.
Yeah, I mean, they snatched home court advantage in Game 1, took Game 2, and now they've got a huge leg up. A win here tonight, and this series is all but over.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Open shot, Grant. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
You can see the development in Grant's shot. He is looking to get better and better from that spot.
Outside Reid. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Edwards against Sharp. And the basket by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Now Portland with it. It's a 3-point game. Back to Grant. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, how about the opportunistic Jeremy Grant taking it strong on the drive? Love it.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Sharp. Edwards for 3. They grab their own miss. Williams against Gobert. Tries yet again. And it's Portland with a rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Avdia. Reid against Grant. For 3. He drops it from range. Grant's got 7.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said, he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's McDaniels. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
For the Trailblazers, Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Avdia. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Sharp. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's MP. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
You have to be willing to take the mid-range, folks. It makes your game that much more dynamic. MP showing you he's got that.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Conley. There's a screen. Now here's McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. For 3, DiVincenzo. He buries it from 3.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Portland making a switch. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. On the court for Minnesota. Tyus Jones is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Anderson in at the 4-man spot. Here's Jones. Simons with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Anderson with it. No made baskets yet. Pass to Reid from deep. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Anderson with a screen on Avdia. Pass to Anderson. Avdia with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Ayton. From down in the low post, it goes. Ayton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Denny Avdia. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
Jones feels it out. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass on the layup.
Tyus Jones showing an ability to finish in close. How about the use of the angle right there?
MP inside. Working on Jones. MP no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Anderson. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reid a screen on Simons. The 3, DiVincenzo. Portland with a rebound. MP left side. 2 points. That one goes. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He finished with 19 points, and he was very efficient from the field. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see if today is more of the same. He has to be excited by the challenge.
Oh, he should be. I mean, he's feeling good. He's playing good, so I know he's ready.
No doubt. He is locked in, seems so comfortable with where his game is at. Boy, has he been fun to watch.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So for the Blazers, Robert Williams comes in for Grant, and it's Benton in for Simons. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Jones.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Conley. 1:44 left in the second. MP, a screen on Gobert. Pass to MP. 4-3. Benton, good. Benton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Reid, he's checked in for Portland. Kamara comes in for Avdia. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reid's checked in.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
MP outside. Pass to Ben. MP, a screen on Edwards. Benton, good. Benton's got 5 points. points now this quarter.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Back to Conley. Now McDaniels. And here's Conley. And it's Reith with the rebound. Here's Kamari. No points yet. Shot from the low post is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Reed for three. On target from range. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
This has always been an aspect of Naz Reid's game, the ability to spread the floor from three.
Here's Ben. 5 points in the game. Pass to Williams. Got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Portland, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Portland Trail Blazers.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Checking out the circumstances for the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
It is.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. MP really making a difference here.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Portland leading by 20. Sharp and Abdia are on the wings. Jeremy Grant out there with Williams. And it's MP in at the one. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Conley against MP. Conley passes to Reed. Outside McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Well, the Trailblazers shooting 76%. You don't see this often. MP outside. From the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Well, the Timberwolves shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Williams. Here's MP. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Sharp against Edwards. Shot that time, not on target. Good D by Sharp. Here's MP. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Throw good, MP.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Conley against MP. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. Over MP. Minnesota again missing.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
They get it again. Ayton. Pass to Sharp. And here's Grant from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Grant's got 10 points.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Gobert with a screen on Grant. Reed for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength? Uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
Conley passes to Reed. Sharp against Edwards. Over Sharp. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Reed. Edwards has got his 3rd basket of the night. MP up top. He's guarded by Conley. It's good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Back to Conley. Pass to Reed. The 3-ball. Sinks the tray. He's got 6.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
A nice shot by MP.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gobert with a screen on Grant. Reed for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
This guy just can't find his rhythm. And you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Back to Conley. Pass to Reed. Conley with the ball. Now here's Edwards. And it's good. 2 points. Edwards has got 9.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's MP. Another one falls for Portland.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Outside Edwards. 23 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Picked by Gobert. Edwards against Sharp. Edwards can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
MP getting it done for the Portland Trailblazers. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and
Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Portland Trail Blazers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Timberwolves. The quest for the best.
Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Portland, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. You look at Portland. GA, they're in a position to sweep the series and determined to do just that.
Yeah, I mean, no gentleman's sweep for them. Get them out of here and get ready for the finals.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Sharp with a screen on Anderson. Here's Grant driving the lane, and the dunk by Grant.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Outside, Edwards. Portland grabs the miss. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. No good on the free throw. Two shots. And he sinks the second. Here's MP. Fires the three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
MP stretching out the defense.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shoots from 12. Good on the shot. Edwards got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. You have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is Conley. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Anderson. And here's Edwards from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Portland leading. MP outside. Releases. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 5.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
1:53 left to play here in the first. Pass to Anderson. Outside Edwards. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Just touched by MP. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with the screen. Now here's McDaniels. Reed Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's all knotted up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Grant the pass to Simons. That's tipped. MP left side. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Outside Edwards. Here's Conley. Rebound by Williams.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Edwards looking it over. And the layup falls.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got 7.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
No good from Grant. McDaniels with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. From deep. And no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. What an atmosphere in here. Ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Conley in for Jones. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Then it's MP. And it's Banton in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Minnesota was a man determined. He scored 24 points, and both from the foul line and the floor, he was making the shots out there. That game proved why he's a star in this league. Another great performance. Somebody who's paid to watch. We're all excited to see what he does tonight. Evan?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Conley kicks to Reed.
Portland foul tomorrow.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
Third team foul. Now on the floor for the Timberwolves. Number 1. Kyle Anderson.
Left side, Edwards. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, man. Kevin, the shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Grant.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside Edwards. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. MP against Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? Kept alive, Minnesota.
Portland foul. First personal.
For Minnesota, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shooting for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert.
That one is off.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots that knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's MP. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Edwards. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
Checking out the circumstances for the Portland Trail Blazers. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Conley against MP. And Portland again with the bucket.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Gobert with a screen on MP. McDaniels against Adia. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the 3.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Pass to Edwards. Outside Conley. Anderson with the screen for Conley. There's the try. The rebound by Sharp. Portland leading by 9. In the corner, it's MP. Another miss by MP.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Goes up from the top of the key. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
It's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Free throw line jump shot. Another miss by MP.
and I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Anderson outside. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Durant, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. Portland leading by 5. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. MP out there with Anthony Simon. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Reed with the screen on MP. Fires the 3. Reed misses. MP outside. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Reed with a screen for Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on MP.
There's nothing about Tyus Jones that doesn't say team. He knows his job is to drop off passes, feed guys, and he really focuses on doing just that.
And the first one at the line is good. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Trailblazers. Sharp comes in for Anthony Simons. And a change for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in. Portland leading by 8. MP up top, defended by Jones. MP powers through the contact inside.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And how about Dante coming up and bringing his own inferno?
For Portland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timberwolves trail by 10. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Here's Grant with the drive and the dunk by Grant.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Timberwolves shooting around 41% on the night. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Get loud, man.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Kept alive.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
A three from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here is Conley. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here's MP for three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And this kid is confident. MP just coming right back with his own three.
MP against Conley. Plays it up and banks it in.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's MP, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Kyle Anderson. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Blazers.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. It could be a difference maker in the result.
And he can't get the first one.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds, knocks it out. Grant on the wing. MP with a screen on Anderson. And the dunk by MP.
Well, just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for Portland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they're going to cruise into the NBA Finals with an utterly convincing victory tonight to finish off the sweep.
And what a series it was for this group. I mean, you see results like this in the first round pretty often, but you don't expect any team to have it this easy in the conference finals. And thanks to the sweep, they'll get some much-needed and much-deserved rest before playing for the chip.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
At the line for two, DeAndre Ayton.
So he gets them both. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Jones. To the middle. Pass to Minot. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the basket by Jones.
3 points.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
So the Portland Trail Blazers have won the series.
I mean, how much work is it to get to this part, Kevin? It is so hard to get out of this conference. They fought so hard, dealing with all the injuries and the unknowns, and earned their title as Western Conference champions.
They have battled their way to this point of the season, and now only one team stands between them and the NBA championship.
Yeah, they know the job's not done. The finals should be their toughest test yet. A lot of preparation to do before game one.
Absolutely. But for now, they're going to celebrate and enjoy being the best in the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
Hey, yo, bad play.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter. Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one. You're really in the finals. Can I get those shoes out the
delivered a 4-game sweep